Well, good, bright morning to everyone here in YouTube world. How are you doing? Good, great, grand, awesome. Glad to hear it. So, welcome back to another episode, Two Stall Garage with me. And if you're on here and you clicked on the thumbnail, probably, yep, that's right. That's right. My 1974 GMC Suburban is going up for sale. So in this video, we're going to pull it in the garage. I'm going to go through, get this thing cleaned up, put back together to where it needs to be, and get it listed up on Marketplace. Now, I'll go into why I'm selling vehicles here in a moment, but yeah, this is the one that we just went through, freshly painted up, did all up. Got the big block 454 in it. Sad to kind of see it go, but better things on the horizon. So let's get this thing cleaned up, get it inside. So my plan was going to be to, start this thing up and get it moved back there and give it a pressure wash. And, we ain't got no battery. That's weird. Not really, because I put the choke on and I didn't take the choke off. All right, well, I guess we're going to throw it on the charger, wash it right here. So, yeah, that was my fault. I did that. That was my quick fix that we'll have to fix. I had it shoved into my blower motor, so when it kicked on, it tripped my relay and turned on my choke. But it wasn't working the other day because I blew a fuse, which is another thing we got to fix. So I just kind of took it off and I put it right there, and it drained my battery. That's fun. I guess, like I said, trying to get this thing on charger. Got her charging. Some of you might be thinking, why are you selling this thing? Well, done a lot of work to it. Floorboards, rocker panels, interior, push rod, paint job twice, new front end, new doors, and it served me well. Took it on power tour here in 2021. It's great. Problem I have is it only gets 9 miles to the gallon. Now what I could do is I could yoink 454 out of it, put in LS, put in small block, but at a certain point you gotta let them go. Gotta work on other projects. I'm getting burned out of working on Suburbans. We got the 884 that we're still working on. But I figured this, pull the big block out. Big blocks are really sought after here right now, especially original such as this one. So I figured, why not? We'll just get it all cleaned up and let it go. I also want to get some other project vehicles going on because I've had this thing now for about 5 years, and it's been fun. It's been fun. But again, I want something new, something different, new challenge, and new content for the channel, because I don't know how many times we can do a Suburban video, and then another Suburban video, and then another square body video. I got to get back doing some Impala content here soon, I guess. But anyways, that's kind of the reasoning behind it. I got some ideas kicking around up here of stuff that I want to go possibly get. But I need some money to go do it because I got 7 vehicles right now, 4 of which are stuff like this. So I need some capital. So I'm going to sell some stuff, flip some stuff, get it taken care of, get it out to a right owner, because also, rightfully so, it's not fair to have this thing just sitting and driving it as infrequently as I have in the past. After power tour in 2021, this thing sat for close to 2 years before we did anything to it. So it's time to move it down the road, let someone else enjoy it, work on it. And who knows, it might go to some kid who's gonna really love it. But not yapping. So I got the battery on the charger. I'm gonna go grab the pressure washer, figure out a way to wash this thing. I don't know. I got some soap. We'll just give it a good scrub. I gotta pressure wash the engine bay here too, because it's, well, he's had better days. Nice day here in central Kentucky. Mid to upper 40s. It's going to be in the 60s today. All that white snow is going to melt. And it's still February. Awesome. All right. Do some work. Got some simple green on it. Well, I tried doing my cord thing, brought the Impala up, and parked it right here, tried to jump Burt, and no luck. So I guess I'm back to just doing what I was gonna do out here. Which I could do, it's just, you know, all your tools are in the garage, and then when you forget something and it's closer, and yeah. So I am going to go through and just do the things out here that don't require tools, like clean up stuff, clean up the glass. I got a bunch of overspray all over this thing. We'll just make her pretty outside, I guess. And plus it's a nice day, right? Yeah. Well, from time to time you're gonna get what they call overspray on your windshield and on your chrome. Best way I found to take it off is two methods. One, razor blade. Scrape right off, glass especially. Second one, piece of steel wool. Now this is like quad zero steel wool. There are some thicker stuff. You want the finer stuff, it's more like a beard. And this will work out really well. Get some cleaner, doesn't matter what, some kind of liquid. And go to town. Scraping, getting all your overspray off. Gets off overspray, gets off rust, and any little imperfections that might be on the bumper. Like there's some rust right around there, right there. Perfect. And now you wipe it up to a beautiful shine, just like that. Same thing goes for your glass. Get some lubrication on it, get some overspray on there for painting. I don't know, like cleaning or grease or grime or something. You can go through and just steel wool it off. And then when you're done, wipe it down with a clean rag. And you got yourself some good, clean glass. Now, is it perfect? No. Is it gonna get out any scratches in your chrome or glass? No. Does it make it look a hell of a lot better than overspray? Yeah. So now I'm gonna go through and do what I just showed you on the whole thing and clean it up. Just to give an idea, you can see all the junk that's on there. So go ahead, spray it. Give it a nice scrub. Even this old paint right here should eventually come off with some elbow grease. You may need to do it 2 or 3 times, which that's fine to your tasting. And then you go ahead and wipe it off, and you're left with nice, clean chrome. Rust, you can see I got rust right here. I don't know if you really can see that really. Yeah, right there. But this steel wool will it'll remove that as well. So there you go. So I don't think they need my old handle, but that's what I used to call myself before Two Stall Garage. Anyways, rubber band, or not a rubber band, idiot. Get yourself a razor blade. I know it starts with an R. Razor blade off any old stickers that you don't want on your cars anymore. Like so. And you can see it's working this overspray off too. Here we go. No more I-995 Impala SS. Impala. Don't say Impala. But there we go. I'm probably going to rip these laid back stickers off. Junkyard Digs one because... yeah, but I am going to leave the Power Tour sticker on the back because I like that. Well, part of the fun of detailing is being able to hide stuff. And by hide stuff, I mean hide it. So, case in point, you can see our door jamb here is gray. It is not black. Like this gray to match the rest of the truck. Probably the best way I should have done this was to jam in the doors before I painted the outside of it, but because I'm lazy, I didn't. So we're going to do that right now. Now, you can do a couple ways. You can go through and scuff it all down, shoot it with a gun. Hell, you could even brush it on. Tried brushing on one of them before. The result isn't what I really want. Plus, the other part of detailing is you got to get stuff done quick, fast, snappy like. Solution. Get yourself to the scratch pad. Scuff up your area, get a piece of cardboard, and spray paint. As you go through and you want to paint a certain area, you block it off and you do just little tiny little areas as you spray. Is this perfect? No. Is it good enough for what we're doing? Absolutely. So, this needs to be all scraped up because we don't want it that color. We want it to be black. Just roughed up enough, something that the paint's gonna stick to. It's gonna eventually flake off. Yeah, probably will. It's gonna be the next guy's problem. So open surface areas like that, I don't much care. We'll just go through and cover it up. Nice, simple, easy coat. We're just trying to give it a color besides gray. And just like that, that part of the door is done. As I mentioned doing here, just get your line. And just brush on some paint. One nice thing, when you start getting a better steady finger, you can aggressively get in there, and not aggressively, I guess more accurately get into your spot you need to. I'm gonna go ahead and jam up my doors and call that done. Yeah, for what it is, no one's really gonna pay that close attention to the jams. I think it works. Went through on this side as well. Touched up some under the hood. And we got these ones all done as well. The red, of course, is door panel. But I guess it's good enough for what we're doing. Missed a spot. So I'm gonna get that really quick and I'm gonna jump on to actually cleaning up the paint in here and these. It's pretty simple. All right, so you add overspray on your trim like this and the rubber, on the rubber. Get yourself some brake clean. Go ahead and put a little on there. And then simply just kind of wipe it off. Most of the times this will work. You can see it's removing it pretty easily actually. Now you can also use paint thinner. You can use the stuff that women put on their fingers, nail polish remover, acetone. I mean, that's all it's in this. But whatever you got laying around, which I always have brake clean, so brake clean is what you want. Now the trick is you see how it's black like that? You want to work that into all the way around. Because what happens is it essentially paints the part of the trim that you missed, and you want that on there to help soak it in. It's always good to use a brake clean to wear gloves, otherwise you find out exactly where all your cuts are on your fingers very fast. Like I'm in excruciating pain right now. But as you can see, just a quick little, I don't know, 2 minutes. We got half of this done, plus me explaining to you. So go ahead and go around and do that. If that doesn't work, you got one more option. Get yourself a permanent marker. Now I know, you might think it's silly, but you take a permanent marker and you can draw the whole entire thing down. I've had to do it. Also, I don't know if y'all can see my trim. Oh, it's got this little black in there. I might put a self-tapper in there. Anyways, the permanent marker fits nice and well in there. You can make a good couple streaks really quick and paint up your trim. Down and dirty and easy. Well, that's a big bird. Holy shnikes. All right, so I'm gonna go through, clean this up, continue on. Not too bad. I missed some over here, but honestly, not gonna worry too much about it. I did move on up here, and this window right here is, give me fit. So, magic marker. We'll see if we can go ahead and put some fill on it. It's really not doing what I hoped it would. Maybe this is a marks a lot, which isn't like the permanent marker kind. I don't know. But what we could do is we could grab nail polish. Someone hit my mirror. Oh, it's bug guts. Get some nail polish and paint it if we really were adamant enough to do it. I'm not though, so I'm just gonna leave it. All right, let's see if we can get this thing fired up. It's been charging now a couple hours. Hopefully it will fire up. Got it moved. Died though. Got to get the choke fixed. Anyways, work on plans to get it done. First things first, we're going to do back on the charger. Just a trickle charger, just so we can get it working. Welcome to Burt's Electrical Gremlins. And yeah, they're not too bad. So I'm under here. I'm going to poke and prod around with my multimeter. And I'm going to find an ignition source switch that I can run through the firewall. Hopefully I got one. And then we're gonna hook that choke up to that. Well, I've gone through and I've taken off all the trailer wiring harness stuff because I'm gonna utilize it on the other Suburban. I'm also gonna be pulling this hitch off, but since I was cutting wires, let's see if the taillights are still working. Brakes. Left. Right. Was it working? Thought so. Well, another beautiful day out here in Central Kentucky. Bella's even out here enjoying it. What are you doing, Bella? She's not paying attention. Anyways, you may notice that Burt has a little bit of a sheen to it. That's because I went through and I did the shine juice thing with the stuff. The little boiled linseed oil, yeah. It's got one coat on it. It looks like, well, looks okay-ish, I guess. I'm gonna go ahead and get another coat here after a minute, but first I'm gonna be fixing this dang window that we put in. It's not working. It sounds like it wants to crank down. And the crunching noise is not good. So I'm gonna pull it apart, make sure we're not gonna shatter this glass, make sure it's back to working like it should. And hopefully this thing can get the door panel put back on. Well, I got the window fixed. It just so happened to be I had to unloosen that and this one, and then take that one out. And it basically came off track, so had to realign it, got it all taken care of and good to go. Now going through installing the door lock for the outside because it's busy in my box of stuff here. I don't have the apparatuses. So back to Shitbox Acres. I know I got a spare door back there that's equipped with all the hardware we're gonna need to get that thing put back together. Muddy out. So there be old square body door. That's from a 77, so it'll work. Too bad this door panel is junk. Pretty cool. Looks like someone already carved it out to put a boom boom in there. It did have the pocket set up on here, but the only thing good on it maybe is that panel because it's got the cool little engraving on it. I don't know. Either way, I'm gonna pop it off because it's already broke. Just like that. Didn't take much. Alrighty. Smell varnished gas. Probably not a good thing. Let me put it. Check that out. So I'm gonna put a little drill bit in, trying to drill these things out, and somebody really wanted to take care of this, but they just couldn't properly get it done. Maybe it was aftermarket. Interesting. Oh, hello, glass. And that's in there with that. Oh, interesting. Okay, all right. Well, show you what I'm after. So on the lock, it has this little clip that I'm after because I don't have it, and then I don't know where this piece went either. So I'm gonna pull those two pieces off and get them reinstalled on Burt. Well, a few days later, and Suburban is put back together for about as much effort as I want to put into it, if I'm being honest. got the lock in there. Couldn't get it to actually lock, so it's just in there. And the whole inside is nice and cleaned out. Door panels are somewhat put back together. As you can see, calling it good, and actually have it listed up on Marketplace for sale. Now I got it listed for $6,500. I don't really know if that's good market value for something like this, but it's only been up there for a day. Haven't really had much interest in it yet, so we'll see. But if we get any updates here in the meantime, before I get this video edited and posted, I will definitely let you know. But that's gonna be it. I think it'll be a wrap. Maybe do a final video on sending it away, watching it drive away. Probably be a short more than anything, but I think that's gonna wrap up the saga on the YouTube channel for this 1974 GMC Suburban. Burt served us well. Hot Rod Power Tour 2021. Made the move down to Kentucky. Got to driving around a lot. So gonna miss it, but you can't keep them all. And as I mentioned, move on to other projects. So until next time, we'll see you on the next one.